Scientific study of Vedas, creation of universe starting from BRAHMAM, class 40. Today we are going to see the structure of atom. We have already seen the structure of atom from starting from BRAHMAM, a wavy form due to the combination of a Ankylosis particles are formed. Then by compressing it, nucleus is formed. In this nucleus there is electron, Ankylos. That is, in this nucleus there is proton and neutron, Ankylos. That is called Ankylos as per Veda. And that nucleus is called a RUDRA, and around it electrons are placed by churning the ocean. The other particle, that means electrons, are arranged around it. That is what we see through Vedas. Also based on with the support of modern science. Now today we are going through the structure of atom based on modern science, and with the help of some Vedic suttas, we are comparing with the Vedic nucleus, Rudra. Both are the same, but in modern science and in Vedas, the same things are same. But due to the difference in the approach, we may think there may be some difference or like that. So it is, first we should try to understand the structure of this atom based on this modern science. And then with the support of this, go through what Veda says. Then things will become easy. So we, as per modern science, this is the structure of one type of atom. At the center, it is nucleus. As per Veda, it is Rudra. In this, there are two types of particles, proton and a neutron. Proton is positively charged and neutron is without any charge. So neutron possesses no charge. So proton also possesses positive charge. So it can be considered, the nucleus itself is positive charge. So it can be taken as a male character, positive charge. Negative female. So this is male, that is Rudra. So, and since this is positive, it cannot remain as such. There should be an equal number of negative. Wife plus is male, negative is female. So husband and wife, like that. It will remain only in that way. If there is one proton here, there is one positive charge, then there should be one electron in the orbit. Only one. That is enough. That atom is called a hydrogen atom. So at the center there is only one proton and one electron. That is husband, male, plus sign. And electron is revolving around it, negative, female. There is only one. Then hydrogen atom. If there is two proton in the nucleus, if there is two proton, there are two positive, two males. So two electrons will be revolving around it. So the next atom, that is helium atom. These two are entirely different characteristics. So likewise atoms are forming. If there is 3 in the nucleus for a proton, then 3 electrons will revolve around it. That is the third electron. In the fourth electron, there is proton in the nucleus and 4 electron revolving around. In this case, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 8, 10 electrons. So at the center, this is 10 negative. So at the center, there may be 10 proton. Likewise, that is another atom. So this is the fundamental atoms with the support of which this universe is created. For example, for constructing any building or anything like that, we are using, let us assume only we are using brick and cement. With these bricks and cement, we can create a wall that is straight in. With the same brick and cement, we can create a well. With the same brick and cement, we can create a Taj Mahal like a structure. With the same cement and bricks, we can create temple. With the same, we can create mosque. The structures are entirely different. Beautiful buildings can be created using the same. There are two things, cement and brick. The thing created is entirely different with the different qualities. Some of them are beautiful. Some of them are in round in shape. Some are in line-like, etc. We are purchasing materials from the store and keeping it in our kitchen. With this, we are making different things. Using rice, we can create a dosha. With the same rice powder, we can create a putta. So with the same rice and rice powder, we can make different types of things. The taste is entirely different. So a number of items we are purchasing. And with this, mixing in different quantities, we are making different things which are with different taste, looks differently likewise. So that is possible. Likewise, with these three fundamental particles, electron, proton and neutron, some atoms are made. Say 100 number of items are made. How many numbers are there? That we can see later. Around 100 types of atoms. That means in if the last one is, if it is 100, that means there is 100 electron revolving around it, and in the nucleus there is 100 male proton. So with these atoms, all the things in this universe are created, even ourselves. We are formed due to the combination of these molecules and these atoms in a special. It is arranged. Our genes are arranged. Genetic structure are arranged in a particular manner. That why we get this shape. If the atoms are arranged in a different way, it may form the shape of a plant or an animal or a fish-like structure, depending on the structure, nature of the structure. In the case of certain things, there may be, if atoms are arranged in a particular way, we will get a sand. If some atoms are arranged in a particular way, we will get a sugar. Likewise, there are only nearly 100 types of atoms. These 100 types of atoms are formed with the three type of particles: fundamental particle, electron, proton, and neutron. Only three particles. With this, 100 types of atoms are formed, and using these 100 types of, not a clear the variation, how many numbers of atoms are possible, that we can see later. Let us think about it is 100. Then with this 100 number of atoms, we are creating, this universe was created. Everything in this universe was created. So this is the building block of this universe, this atom. This nearly 100 types of atoms are the building block of the stone. Also different types of stones are. Cement bricks are there, mud bricks are there, concrete bricks are there. Likewise, bricks are, different types of bricks are available. Let us say 3 types. With the 3 types of bricks, we are constructing all the residences and office buildings and everything like that, in different shapes and character, with different characteristics, qualities, etc. Likewise, with these 3 types of fundamental particle, electron, proton, and neutron, there are nearly 100 types of atoms are formed with these 3 fundamental particles. And using these 100 types of atoms, the difference of atoms is the number of electrons in the outermost orbit and also the number of protons in the nucleus. So there is difference in the number of electrons. Based on this, there are 100 types of atoms are possible. And by joining these atoms, all the things in this universe are created. So all these came under the subject chemistry. So the structure of the atom is almost like this. The difference is in the number of electrons revolving around this nucleus. This nucleus is treated as male with a positive charge, that is, as per Veda, it is Rudra, and this is electron, that is female, or negative with a negative charge, that is why it is called female. If plus is male, electron is negative, that is female. If it is husband, this is electron is wife. So that is the structure of the atom. Now let us go to one sutta in Veda. Now let us first go to Yajurveda, Sutta 28 of chapter 16, and let us see what it says.
യജുർവേദം അധ്യായം 16 മന്ത്രം 28 ഋഷികുത്സഹ ദേവതാ രുദ്രാഹ ചന്ദഹ ആർഷി ജഗതി സ്വരഹ നിഷാദഃ നമഃശുഭ്യാശവദിവിശ്ച ഓ നമോ നമോ ഭവായ ച രുദ്രായ ച നമഃ ശർവായ ച പശുപതയേ ച നമോ നീലഗ്രീവായ ച ശിതികണ്ഠായ ച.
It says Rudran is Pashupati. Pashu means Pashu is, as per Veda, Pashu is electron. Padi is husband. So Rudran is the husband of Pashu, that electron. That is, Rudra is this one, nucleus. Pashu is electron. It is negative charge. This is positive charge. This is male, this is female. So Pashu, in as per Veda, Pashu is electron. Electron's Padi means husband. Electron's husband is Rudra. That means this is female, his husband is plus, positive, proton. So it is Rudra. So Rudra is the husband of electron. That is what we see through the modern science also. Instead of using Padi or husband like that, husband and wife like that word, here it says proton is positive, electron is negative. So in modern science it says positive and negative. As per Veda it says it is male and it is female. Rudra is male and female is electron, his wife. Why husband and wife are going together? Likewise, proton and electron will go together. That is why if there is 10 proton here, positive 10 positive charge, then 10 electrons are required. If there is one electron is required. Husband and wife like that. Then the Sukta says, this Rudra is called in Nilakantha. Nilakantha means at the tongue there is blue color. That poison, that already we have seen. That is here. This is ring. There is a ring orbit. That orbit possesses energy. So it is energy is usually mentioning in Veda as snake, poison. So this is snake with a poison. That means this orbit possesses energy, and in this orbit these electrons are revolving. So atom contains a positively charged husband or nucleus, and the wife or negative electrons are revolving around it, around the nucleus in certain orbits. That orbit possesses some energy. Energy is represented as snake or poison in Vedas. So around his neck, around the neck of Rudra, there is orbit, energy orbit, which is blue in color. Poison is blue in color. So Neela, blue, around his neck, blue neck. So rings are there. Here also rings are there. Likewise, around the Rudra. So we have seen the structure of atom based on modern science and also based on Veda. This is the structure of the atom. So in the case of atom, it is essential that there should be, if there is 10 proton in the positively charged male in the nucleus, there should be 10 electrons in the outermost orbit. If there is 9, there should be 9 electrons in the outermost or in the orbit, not outermost, in the orbit. If there is 8 proton in the nucleus, there should be 8 electrons revolving around it. Likewise, atoms are formed using these bricks, using these atoms, by joining together, different things are formed. Why it is joining? There is some other factor coming in it. So, for joining, there is a force. This force, there is love between husband and wife, or an attraction between husband and wife. So, this nucleus proton is attracting this electron. That is why it is revolving. So there is an attraction between this proton and electron. So this proton is holding this electron. So there is a driving force acting at this nucleus. That driving force is Rudra. Actually, there is a force, inherent force, a directive force acting from the center of this nucleus, which attracts electrons. That force is called Rudra. Actually, that nucleus is, we can take it nucleus as Rudra, but actually Rudra is the force behind it. There are certain forces controlling all the activities in this universe. In this nucleus also, there is some force. This force is holding this, attracting this electron. This force also attracts electron from other atoms also. That is why they are joining. So there is a driving force or a controlling force, a type of force, attractive force coming out from this nucleus, which results in the creation of different types of things, because it attracts not only the electron, it also attracts from other atoms also. In the case of husband and wife, there is attraction. But at this side, there is some other attraction also. Likewise, even though this nucleus is attracting this electron, which is his wife, at the same time, this nucleus force will sometimes attract other electrons in the other orbit, atom, by which these combinations are taking place. Atom combine to form some other things. So there is a driving force in this nucleus. That driving force is called, that force is actually Rudra. That driving force or attracting force or a controlling force. There is a force emerging from this nucleus which is responsible for the joining of different types of atoms. At the same time, this electron, this is positive, this is husband, this is female, wife. This electron attracts husband nucleus. At the same time, this electron will go through with the other atoms also. In the case of husband and wife, sometimes wife will go with some other. Likewise, this electron also has a tendency to go with some other atom, due to which also combination of different types of atoms are taking place. which resulted in the formation of new substances. So electron also is a driving force. That driving force is also presented in the Purana stories as certain characters that we can see later. Now let us go through the another sutta, that is in Yajurveda, Sutta 17 of chapter 16, and let us see what it says.
യജുർവേദം അധ്യായം 16 മന്ത്രം 17. ഋഷി കുത്സഹ ദേവത രുദ്രഃ ഛന്ദഃ ഋജദ് അതിധൃതി സ്വര ഷഡ്ജഃ. നമോ ഹിരണ്യബാഹവേ സേനാന്യേ ദിശാച പതയേ നമോ നമോ വൃക്ഷേഭ്യോ ഹരികേശേഭ്യ പശൂനാം പതയേ നമോ നമഃ. സസ്പിഞ്ചരായ തിഷ്മദേവതീനാം പതയേ നമോ നമോ ഹരികേശായോപവീതിനീ പുഷ്ടാനാം പതയേ നമഃ.
It says Rudra is Pashupati. That is, husband Rudra is the husband of Pashu or electron. It also says in the plants there is harication. Harication means there is green color on the leaf. That is chlorophyll. We know it is green in color. That is made up of atoms with a certain special characteristics. When sun energy falls on this, the electron in that orbit, that means that female character, after taking that energy, it will escape, come out from this atom, leaving its husband nucleus. It comes out and it reacted with us other atoms by which food is created in the plant. That chlorophyll, electrons in the chlorophyll escapes. That is why it is gives a green color. The green color of the leaves is due to the presence of that particular material, chlorophyll, which can give out electron if energy falls, light energy falls on it. That electron or female or the wife of that nucleus absorbs that energy and goes out with another atom, and due to which a new food item is produced in that, on that leaf. That in that way the plants are making it food, cooking its food. That is what we have seen in the so far. This electron can escape. Under suitable conditions, this electron will go with another atom. So that there also is a driving force. There are two driving forces in the atom. There is a driving force at the center from the nucleus, and also there is a driving force acting on the orbit. The electron acting on the from the electron that is revolving around this atom. Due to this, these atoms are combining with other atoms and forming different types of substances. So that is the structure of the atom, and by joining different types of atom, different types of things can be produced. In the same way, the universe was created, at the time of creation.